captions, testing out the captions, testing out the captions, testing out the captions. Yes, that may or may not be being done to the theme of Perry the Platypus. Doobie doobie doo ah doo ah doo ah doo ah doobie doobie doo ah. Platypus? Perry the Platypus? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just chilling. We're gonna give people a few moments, especially because my headphones died. Well, they didn't die, but they're low battery. Rather foolishly, I forgot to charge them before going live, so that's fun. But my hope is that we should be fine. Hopefully, maybe a little bit, possibly. But you know, anything can happen. So we will. We're gonna let it charge for a few minutes, do our thing, do the stuff, do the place, do the guys, and yeah, should be fun. For those of you who are here, who play a little game called Sword of Convallaria, who need help with the event stages that opened up today, I can help with those as well. But I'll be real. Like, I'm waiting for people to roll in and do the stuff, so I'm just gonna pay stream of consciousness. I'll be real. In a vacuum, I don't know that I want to play. Where are you now, Yakoi? But Carrickle, I appreciate the resub. I don't have my headphones on, so I'm probably off from where the actual thing is. I think? Question mark? No, I'm on Tural. I think I go to Yakoi next, right? Well, Urkopacha is what's next. Technically, well, here's what happened. We got to many fires and to the trial of pots. I had to end the stream early because the stream was just wonking out terribly, and it was a technical issue, and people couldn't hear the game, and it was a whole thing. So I had to end it early, but we did the pots up to the point of best girl Wook Lamont getting Wook-napped. I put it as, kidnapped, catnapped, girl-napped, girl-napped. Girls should take naps. That's really the key takeaway. If you come here, girls should take naps. Okay. But that being said, I'll be real with y'all. There's a part of me that doesn't want to stream 14 today. It's not like, and I'm not starting the thing. You've done the dungeon though, yeah? Is that, hold on. I did Ihoikatumu. That first dungeon on the boat. Yeah, I did that. We did that dungeon. We got to many fires. We did the whole thing with the trial of pots. And then we were about to head over to Urkopacha when dude was like, oh, the Gobos, they're calling you back. And so Wook Lamont's like, I got it. And then she was kidnapped. And so we've uncovered the plot, and now we gotta go save her. We've seen Kona and how much he loves his sister. which is definitely helping me love him more. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about playing 14 today. It's not liking the game. It's not liking Dawntrail. It's not that at all. It's just that, like, I associate in my brain it's, you know, weekending in Eorzea, and I didn't get to do it yesterday, so now it's just a one-off, but I do know I'm streaming again Tuesday, so it's just a couple of days off, and it's just a brain thing. But part of me is just like, well, I can't do 2 days, so I just want to boot up some random retro game and, like, do nothing of consequence today. But I'm not going to, because I am getting 2 days. I just, you know, I need to actually get the 2 days. You know. Hi, Dorkona. Little nerd did a semester abroad and is coming back talking about the wonders of Europe and how, Jesus, that is his energy, though, Liana. Also, I did say hi, Coleslaw, right? If I didn't, hi, Coleslaw. But that is the energy, and that's the problem, is that his energy is, he went to a semester abroad, and now he insists on, you didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. So in that case, what up, Coleslaw? How are you? Now he insists on everybody pronouncing it Barcelona. Did you do PAX already? No, because PAX doesn't happen until the end of the month. PAX is the last weekend of August into the first weekend of September. So it's the 30th, the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd, which is it usually, is PAX, like PAX West, regular PAX, is it usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Like, do they usually go until Monday, Liana? I'm just asking you because you're, you know, a Pacific Northwesterner. So, like, do they usually... Oh, that's right. That Monday is Labor Day. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I was sitting here like, it's really weird, right? It's not just me. It's really weird that it's on a Monday, and I never connected that it was Labor Day. So that's why. Okay. Ignore me. The moral of the story is fucking ignore me. For those who are playing the home game. Oh, we gonna do dinner karaoke, do you know? As far as I'm aware. I gotta figure out when. The only evenings... So, Saturday night probably won't work. Sunday, if it's like you just gotta run around. Saturday night, the only issue, me and Sephi both got invited to a thing that starts at like 7:30. Sunday, our panel doesn't start until 9:30. So if you're down with an earlier dinner, then okay. Otherwise, it would either want to be like Monday or Friday, where in neither end do we have anything going on. But I'm down for that, 100%. 100%. I need to see you while I'm there, regardless. That's so we gotta make it work, is the thing. So I will find a way to make it work. That's the key important thing. Oh, 100%. Cool. You know what? You know what? I've officially decided. Fuck it. I've officially decided. How much is it on Steam? I don't know if I even want to play it on Steam. But my Switch is out in the car. I will look how much it is on eShop. I will tell everyone what I'm saying instead of just me mumbling to myself over and over in just a moment. Okay, it's $39.99 no matter what. Can I get it cheaper if I get it physically? For like Switch? That's the European version. Is this a code for the whole thing? Oh, for Xbox One. I wrote Switch! Okay, so I could probably, if I get it used, get it for like 20-something bucks. I'm fucking after Dawntrail. I don't know how long Dawntrail's gonna take. I am assuming Dawntrail will not take me through all of October. Although, theoretically, I mean, actually it might. I'm already, like, I'm at 93. What, the next quest is what level? Level 2 actual, 92 actual quest. I don't know, maybe? The point is, at some point, it may have to wait till November, because October is going to be Spooky Games Month. So then, in November, 100 quest, yeah, so it'll probably end up waiting until November. But I'm playing Shovel Knight this year, on stream. And I'm doing all 4 campaigns. I'm going to get Treasure Trove either on Switch or on Steam, and I'm doing Shovel Knight on stream. I'm going to. It's been too long since I played that game, and I want to play it again. I just want to play it again so very badly. I've been listening to the best Shovel Knight, and I literally made a whole thing about this. Everyone says the best song. So many people argue the best song is Strike the Earth. Hold on 1 second. The best song in Shovel Knight is not fucking Strike the Earth, okay? I'm gonna play Strike the Earth for y'all. It is a banger. I'm gonna give it its proper due. It is a banger. It is not the best song in Shovel Knight. Especially because of the emotional tone that the best song in Shovel Knight sets. Strike the Earth. This is Strike the Earth. This is the first level of the game, by the way. Okay, now let me play for you the actual best song in the game. And that is Le Danse Macabre. Remember that this takes place in a graveyard, specifically the Lich Yard, and the boss of this level is Spectre Knight. Go to hell! This shit sounds like Mega Man and Castlevania had a fucking baby. Okay? It's perfect. It's not just that it's a banging track, it also immediately evokes the image of what it is you want to, of what the level is supposed to be. Okay? The fact that it's used for a boss who is a knight who fights you with a giant-ass scythe, which he can grind on rails like a skateboarder, only makes it better. Hot take, by the way. Spectre of the 4 Shovel Knight campaigns, Shovel of Hope, Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, and King of Cards, Spectre Knight got far and away the best one. I'm gonna turn off this light. It's a bit much. And for those of you who are like, I've never played Shovel Knight. Well, good for you. I already just told you I'm playing it for y'all this year. Also, show of hands, who is okay with spoopy stuff? I know I do Spoopy Games Month every year, but like, yeah. And the reason I'm asking is basically like, does anyone have any recommendations? Because I think I actually know what I want to and what I'm going to play for Spoopy Games Month. But if anyone has a recommendation, feel free. But I do have a game in mind already. And that is, since I've heard literally nothing but good things about it on its original release, I think I'm gonna check out the Until Dawn remake. Where I basically have been informed, like, hey, you know all those David Cage games? What if it was one of those, but good? And I actually liked the David Cage games. Very specifically, Heavy Rain. I thought Heavy Rain, like, maybe I'm pretentious as fuck. Low, sex and race has got to be a thing, 100% in those. But what I'm saying is, I thought, like, I get it. Heavy Rain is pretentious as fuck. It really is. Like, it's, you can tell it was made by someone who feels, oh, not all video games are art, but what I make is. Like, that shit, and that is my David Cage impression. This is how David Cage talks. There's a little cadence to the way he speaks. Okay? But it's so fucking pretentious. But I really did enjoy it, man. I thought it was such a unique experience. Like the true hybridization point of like a visual novel and an action game. Like there's just enough of your own interjection into the mechanics to really feel you're a part of it, but it really is more of a story being played out for you with like a choose your own adventure timeline. So people telling me Until Dawn is that but better and just horror based, like I'm interested. I don't a lot of times I tend to lean off with the horror, you know what I mean? That's why, you know, what up Caracal and what up Frankie? That's why Caracal hitting me with the, you know, the request of you should play Faith. That game uses Atari graphics. And I'm sitting here like, oh, it's Atari graphics. It'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna get scared of that. I'm still mad at you for that shit, Caracal. I just need to be very clear. Like, I don't want you to labor under any illusions that I'm not mad at you for making me scared of Atari graphics. I will tell you, also, I have several games I'll be checking out at PAX U. And so I hope that when I come back, I'll be able to do kind of some videos info dumping my thoughts on them. But I'm big hype that I'll be able to get a chance to check out Monster Hunter Wilds. And I just need them to give me free form access to whatever weapon I want so I can get my dual swords in hand. Come on. Bring it back to daddy. Either dual swords or switch axe. One or the other. I either need a big ass pseudo polearm that I can flip into 3 different forms, or I need to stab the monsters conservatively 68,000 times a minute. Those are my 2 options. I was big into hammer also for Monster Hunter Rise. But without the wire bug, I don't think I'm going to go back to it. Like, a big part of why I played Hammer is even when I got knocked back, I could wire bug into a slam on the monster. So a knockback almost worked as more DPS for me. But without that extra mobility, I don't know if I want to do it. I can tell you, I've recruited many a person in my community to the Church of Ocean Drive Studios. I will be checking out the latest build of Lost Eidolon's Veil of the Witch while I'm there. I will also be checking out a new game. I'm not going to mention it because I don't think they've publicly mentioned it yet. I'm not going to mention the name, I should say. I don't think they've publicly mentioned it yet. But they do have a 3rd game they will be showing off while they are at PAX. And I'm going to have a chance to get an early look at that, and I'm very excited. I'm not checking out Blackout Protocol. It looks cool, but it's just I don't think I'm gonna get heavy into that. And then there was something else I want to... Oh, I'm gonna see what the 14 battle challenge is. I haven't seen what it is yet. I don't know if they've done another recent battle challenge to where I could get an idea, but I'm assuming they're not going to do Ashura again. But I don't know what it is. But if there is a battle challenge, I'll do it so I can get the shirt. Is there any other bookkeeping I need to do? Tuesday, like I said, I didn't stream yesterday. I will be streaming Tuesday to account for not streaming yesterday. Not really. Not particularly. Not off the top of my head. Oh, I will bring up one thing. Hey, and I'm going to say the following sentence as respectfully as I possibly can. Does Taylor Swift need to be such a greedy bitch? Out of curiosity. In a single summer, she has gone out of her way to ensure Billie Eilish, Charlie XCX, and now Chappell Rowan cannot hit #1 on the Billboard charts. And I don't just mean, she released an album, and then every time someone else comes for her #1 spot, she releases another fucking variant of her album. Like, she just got these bitches on lock, but they still count as the album. So she nudges them off every time they do. And it's just like, you know, other people are allowed to succeed, right? Just curiosity. Like, it's really starting to feel like she has a zero-sum mentality. It's either she wins or no one wins. To an almost frustrating degree. I try not to weigh in much on this because a lot of it gets coded by people who are angry at her for really fucking crazy reasons. You know, she is a left-wing plant. She's a right-wing plant. She is secretly trying to rule the world via the Illuminati. Just general, you know, well handed down legacy misogyny, like whatever. There's a lot of takes about her that are rooted in all types of shit that no one needs to touch. So I normally avoid it, but like, it's starting to get egregious, man. Like, I defended you during the football thing. The telecast cut to you like 75 seconds of the game total. There's no need for people to lose their minds over it. And anyone who did is, frankly, just a terrible human. But, like, what? Why do you keep doing this? Why? For what purpose? It don't make any type of sense. Anyways. We need to gather our forces. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on the present situation. Catching you all up on the things. Basically, my sister got kidnapped. Thus, at the very least, we believe this Hubigo knows where Lamati has been taken. Tancred is shadowing their boat even as we speak, and I should like to join with him with all haste. Unfortunately, our quarry had the foresight to release your Punuti from its harness, leaving us without a means to give... pursuit. Erenville, as an expert on wildlife, what are our chances of recapturing the beast? With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter it about, however. Would you accompany him, Anoriand? Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged when the Punutui was let loose. With all the peddlers here in the camp, we should have little trouble purchasing replacement materials. As for any necessary metalwork, Earthenshaw's artisans are but a short walk away. Then let us divide the tasks and have at it. Yeah, now Kona's growing on me because the fact, based on loving his sister. And I understand maybe that's like, meh. There was an unusually aggressive herd of wild Punutuis downriver, so our girl will have fled in the opposite direction. Come, we'll try the waters upriver. It's not just that it's Wuk Lamat, and obviously I love Wuk Lamat. It's just in general, like, there is something very endearing about a character so fiercely and staunchly loving his family and caring so deeply for them. So, it's like, okay, you aren't just the nerd who went abroad to Europe and now you're making it everyone else's problem. You're the nerd who went abroad to Europe and you're making it everyone else's problem because you truly love the everyone else and you want to make their life easier, especially your sister. Assuming our Punutui has come this way, she'll be hiding in the depths of Marsh Ligaka. We need to lure her back to the shadows with a promise of food. Wild Punutuis eat mainly aquatic grasses and plants, but the tame ones are often fed vegetable scraps. Knowing this, I added leftovers to the feed I prepared. This should help the mixture stand out against the marsh's natural scents. Ligaka is crawling with predators, however, so I'll leave it to you to scatter feed deeper in. I'll be waiting for you near the shallows with the rest of our Punutui's exciting feast. I really feel like at some point we gotta learn Erenville's deal a bit more. Later, peddler. Sorry about your cart, bro. I don't want cheap viewers. I want the best viewers. And again, I already have the best viewers. Here's the feed. We gonna fight a thing? Scatter it. Okay, cool. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Oh, I heard a song about Waffle House that was fun. Yo, I'm sorry. What? You're gonna need to give me more details than that, man. Oh, Caracal. Can we discuss that DJ fucking Vlad had the unmitigated audacity to come sideways at Marlon Wayans and think he was gonna get supported? All set. I've just finished laying out the last of the bait. Step back out of sight and leave the rest to me. All right, I'm morbidly curious. Let me see if this requires clicking or if it plays out on its own. Here she is. Okay. I'm gonna put this in. I'll play this cutscene first, and then I'll check that out.
I was born and raised.
Shh, there's nothing to be afraid of. We just need your help one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on, come with me. Hi, Emmy. How are you? Yes, there's a good girl. About what? Oh, I'll fill you in. Give me a second. Let me do this cutscene. The man was wild. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats, then lead her over to the boat. You can let Kona know we have our Punutoi back. Just coming back from the FF7R Distant Worlds concert. Oh, you got to go? How was it? You gotta make me jealous, girl. Make me jealous. Please, give me the deets. Give me the good shit. Give me, as they say, that good. But no, so, Caracal, so, DJ Vlad, essentially, let me see if I can find the, oh no, right off rip of seeing the picture for this thumbnail. I don't know how to feel. Okay. Where did this whole thing start? Okay. So the TLDR is... I guess it came out that Vlad tried interviewing Marlon Wayans. So Marlon Wayans said, my fee is $40,000. Which, it's Marlon Wayans. Like, if you're a platform of any legitimacy, that is a remarkably reasonable number, TBH, if we can just all be honest. And so it became a thing because DJ Vlad said something about it, da-da-da-da. And so someone tweeted, at Marlon Wayans, you a good one, because at DJ Vlad would have to pay me $500,000 for an interview with 55% of all revenue from the video, made from the video on all platforms. And Marlon tweeted back, see, I tried to tell him. I was giving him a deal. Oh, well. And so DJ Vlad posts like a screenshot of a section of YouTube with some like 3 videos of his, and he goes, Marlon Wayans found someone with 200 followers to agree with him. LOL. Nobody on earth is going to pay Marlon $40K for an interview when he gets 100K to 300K views on any platform he interviews on. This guy is really delusional. And so they start going back and forth. He's like, you mad? You unprofessional, my guy. If you don't like the number, keep it moving. You look bad. You should fall back. Mad at a black man stating his number, and now you go public and use your platform to try to drag me. I never in my life dealt with this silly negotiating tactic. And so Vlad comes back and starts pulling the whole, I pull numbers, you're going to make this about race, back and forth. And so at one point, Marlon joke cracks on him because it's Marlon Wayans, and he goes, I see why you don't show your face. It's ugly. That ugly-ass beard shit don't look real. You look like you're in disguise. Shit look like you take it on, or shit look like you take it on or off like some Mr. Potato's Head shit. So DJ Vlad quote tweets him and says, Marlon Wayans, I'm sorry you don't find me attractive. Fortunately for both of us, I'm heterosexual. Between your recent gay photo shoot and your claim to fame dressing up as a woman, this would be the perfect time to fully come out of the closet. Coming out as gay in 2024 will surely revive your declining acting career. And since I turned down your $40K offer for an interview, I'm pretty sure you could get that amount with your first gay porn scene. Marlon Gayans would be an awesome porn name, by the way. Now, I don't know if he thought, yeah, I'm a guy who is a white man making money off of interviews that are very, very prominently marketed to the black community. I'm gonna antagonize Marlon Wayans. That'll show him. You know what, Caracal? That's honestly the best way to put it. The Wayans are about the closest thing. It's like the black version of the Kennedys. Like, that is a made family. If your name is Wayans, like, you're just untouchable. What are you doing? All right, let me catch up on chat now. It was fucking fantastic. You haven't lived until you're hearing the Galleon Beast theme or the Genova theme live. God, I want to so badly. We got to see Distant Worlds in Seattle. We loved it. Glad you got to go. This one was specifically Rebirth music. Oh, God. Rebirth had so many fucking bangers. Ours was 14-centric, so Soken and Amanda Achen were... Is it Achen? Am I pronouncing it right, or am I an asshole? Is it Amanda Achen? Mitsudo Suzuki was there. God, I am jelly. I am so jelly. God, I'm jelly. I am just so jelly. Aaronville has the Ponotoi in hand. Good. I expected nothing less from a certified cleaner. Well, actually, technically ours was 14/16, so we got some 16 music too. Yo, Soken did put his foot in some of them tracks at 16. That Titan battle theme, that shit was absolutely live. We got all 12 minutes of Dancing Mad. Christ. The amount of work that goes into Dancing Mad, I'm just imagining, hold on. I'm just imagining a very specific scene from The Simpsons. Where Bart replaces the sheet music in the church. Instead of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, it's In the Garden of Eden. And so this happens. I'm just imagining this at the end of Dancing Mad. You'll understand in a second.
And now, please rise for our opening hymn.
In the Garden of Eden.
Of Eden by I, Ron Butterfly.
God, this is one of the greats. So very specifically, the joke.
Hey, Marge, remember when we used to make out to this hymn?
This is the point I'm getting at. Until eventually this goes down.
Wait a minute, this
Wait a
sounds like
minute.
rock and or roll.
This is the end. This is the organist at the end of Dancing Mad.
I know one.
Just dies on the keys. Like, that's literally all I could think. Especially if it's Homegirl who he had playing. I'm gonna call it Lahi. I know it's Connections, right? It's actually called Connections. But I'm gonna call it Lahi. Oh, they had a younger guy. Civilizations. Whatever. I knew it was something like that. I was making say the only way it could be better is if they had that chick that he had playing Civilizations live on stage while he was fucking dual wielding automatones as the one playing Dancing Mad live. The Loveless theme. Ooh, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Mitsuto Suzuki is the one that wrote the Queen's Blood theme. They lit up the theater half red and half blue. Ooh. Ooh, I dig that. I dig that a lot. Or the piano version of the Japanese mascot, Chiton! Chiton! Japan's crazy mascot, who also, by the way, says trans rights openly. And will fight for trans people with a literal, actual sword and shield. And that's not like some shit I'm intuiting, by the way. It's literally one of Cheaton's tweets. Lights went purple for Genova, red for Galleon Beast. Oh, God. Yo, this is something I want to point out. Two things I want to point out, actually, that are tangential. One is they have confirmed in the last part of the remake trilogy, we will be able to just get on the high wind and go anywhere in the world. Like, I don't know when it will happen in there, but they have straight up confirmed you will be able to just get on the high wind and fly wherever the fuck you want. Two, we're going to get to play with Vincent in the final chapter. Now, they may not give us Sid, and I will be enraged, but it is what it is. But we will be getting to play with Vincent. And, oh, man. Oh, man. Ah, fuck. I'm already excited. People would riot if we didn't get fit. But the thing is, they've already shown him fighting, right? And we know he's traveling with us. So they're not going to take him away from us. We might not get Sid because we haven't seen that man with a spear yet. So, like, who knows? They may relegate him to the shit he's doing, right? I would presume we will probably get Sid, but if they just relegated him to travel, I wouldn't be completely shocked. I would be upset, but not completely shocked. Vincent, you have shown that man fighting. Like, give it a rest, y'all. Give us Matt Mercer vampire mode. Okay, give it to us. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we need. The Leveilleur twins are over in Earthenshire right now, having the Potsworn make the repairs. I'm told it shouldn't take long. We'll be ready to embark once our rescue mission, as soon as we hear from Thankite. Vincent or death. I mean, technically, if you're counting, if his weapon is, if his weapons are named similarly, it will be Vincent and death penalty. I really wish I had a button over here for a rim shot. I will say we got out of there just in time. Thank you for being there for me, Maddie. DNC begins tomorrow, and they were shutting. Oh shit! Yeah, you were out of there right in time. Yo, can we discuss the fact that fucking Laura Ingraham? I know. Conservatives have never even remotely pretended to give a shit about being ideologically consistent. Laura Ingraham had the goddamn nerve to get on Elon Musk's Twitter, which is located on Al Gore's internet, and say, with her whole chest, like, the reason that the DNC is going to be she heard that the DNC is going to be like a rock show. And that's because the fact that they have no substance to speak of. I'm sorry, bitch. Was your RNC not populated with Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose? Like, am I missing something? Is one of your highlighting... is not the list of people who we know who talk about y'all fucking Lil Pump and Antonio Sabato Jr.? Here's the problem. I do want to hear about policy because I think it's integral to anything moving forward. I don't want to hear it from you. Thancred must know something by now. You found her. Understood. Thank you. I had to but invoke his name. Thancred followed the Hubigo's boat to its destination and confirmed that they are indeed holding my sister captive. They, of course, being Bakul Jaja and his minions. I swear I will make them regret this. Lamati is in Rich Leaf Tunnels. The moment the harness is repaired, we strap in the Punutuhi and make it our way back down to Ikiku Command. I love the shot and chaser, by the way, that I saw on Twitter and I had to post in the Discord of like Kona going to Charlayan and having to learn to subsist off of Archon loaf, and then he comes home and he brings some with him. And it's like, and so Wu Klamada's rooting through his bag like, I was trying to see if you had any other fun things for me. And she finds the Archon loaf before he can tell her not to, and she just bites into it, and he's like, it is used primarily to refill ether and make sure we're at the top of our performance while we are, and she's just shouting at him, you're not describing food! Chicago was pretty crazy when we left, honestly. Streets were shut down, Millennium Park was full, express lanes were all shut down, both in and out of the city. Police walk around in squads of 70 more. Christ almighty. You would think that they would have, like, planned for that as far as the distant world's concerned.
I spit on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Give it back! Fosuntain poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it.
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
Got a jet for a bit. Okay.
You're no true claimant.
You know where to find me. Also,
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap?
I did see.
Beautiful roars were all it took to claim the throne. You'd be first.
I did see another great meme someone made of Kona at a computer, and he's looking and he goes, "Lonely MILFs in your area. Who would fall for such a thing? That is such a simple and basic scam. Obviously, that's not. And all of a sudden, a hand grabs his head and then just lifts him up and puts him over here. And then Bakul Jaja is sitting at the computer, typing to see more. And the blue head goes, "If you're not going to enjoy, then out of the way, gay boy." And I lost it. I was like, yeah, basically.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone save me.
Ah!
Who did that?
Kona just straight rolled up shooting.
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
You know what? That was not the smart approach. That was the likable approach.
Dare ambush me?
It is the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
That useless Buddha was sick of us. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Oh, he's pissed.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to hit her hostage.
Right? Kona. Or Frankie. I like that he's like, "Doof, doof, doof. I don't need the smart choice. I have a fucking gun."
That one's not to be underestimated.
They can do nothing while we have.
Hell yeah! Bing! Wait. She went flying.
Impeccable timing.
Amachi, are you all right?
He's not as strong as the others. It's okay.
Thanks to you.
Did Thancred straight cut off Homeboy's hand? Or is it just like a launch technique there? Okay.
These weaklings think they can defy us. We'll slaughter the lot of them.
Oh, buddy, I've been...
Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting.
No, we're fighting. We're fighting. I've been waiting to kick your ass.
I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails.
So,
If we fall here, we feign our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want?
then we won't fall.
No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Bakul Jaja!
So then what are we going to do about the stone we don't have?
Do we give chase?
No.
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
I'm glad to see you unharmed, Tilamati. Thanks again for coming to my rescue, Kona. And all of you, too. Bakul Jaja must be desperate indeed to resort to such aggressive tactics. I should have been so careless. I underestimated him, and it cost me a keystone. Fonfontaine upended his life so that I could accomplish the Moblin's feat. He believed in me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. Contest isn't over yet. You're right. It's not over till it's over. The next time I meet that brute, I'll knock him straight on his scaly behind and take back my keystone. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Bakul Jaja curse some useless Bunewa sycophant when he was caught sight of us? A reference to Surreal Ja, I would assume. He is devoted to our brother, and is the only Bunewa I know of participating in the rite of succession. If Surreal Ja was somehow involved in this, I will never forgive him for putting our sister in danger. He will have forfeited his right to be called brother. Bakul Jaja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who had the temerity to abduct Lamati. I shall request that Father send a contingent of Landsguard to enforce the law in this region. I agree that measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe, but I wonder what pushed these people towards a life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might find a way to improve things for everyone. This is the first time we see him really lose his cool. It's kind of, it is adorable. I'm officially like, okay, all right. 'Tis something to think about. For now, however, the rite continues. I thank you all for your help. We should be moving on as well. Are you feeling fit to travel, Wuklamalt? You bet I am. Surreal Ja's gained a good head start, and it's time we clawed back some lost ground. I hear people boarding the Baja Tia train. Baja Tia? Is that a joke name for Kona? As like the Baja Blast equivalent of Graha Tia? I'm gonna ban you. Not because it's bad, but because I didn't think of it. I really am sorry this happened. From now on, I won't let my guard down around suspicious strangers. And again, I do appreciate you all coming to save me. I can fly here now! The road beckons, friends. Let us be on our way to Yakoi. Then it's back to where the path to the mountain begins. You remember, the spot where you were tricked into wandering off with Walkesa? Just going to rub my face in it like that, eh? I wonder if he's raising my hackles on purpose, though. You know, trying to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have lots of lost time to make up for. And now... Yeah! I can fly, motherfucker! I can fly! Which is important both because it's more convenient to go in a straight line and because flight speed is slightly faster than walking speed. I'm gonna be real. There's a lot of talk about a theoretical Final Fantasy IX remake / remaster. If they do remake Final Fantasy IX, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, because I don't see them putting the same level of truly unique effort they put into the 7 remake trilogy into 9. Which therefore means, like, what are you going to actually do with it? I do think it needs to remain as stylized as it was. But also beyond that, I think if you're going to actually remake it, you need to give us shit that wasn't originally there. Give us options that weren't originally there. Like, have a way in which you can get Beatrix in your party. Even if it's in a future playthrough. Even if you do the thing 7 Remake did, and it's like, you can go back through the game. But in going back through the game, we'll let you keep temporary party members permanently. And so you can have, like, Beatrix, and Blank, and Marcus. Maybe Cinna. I couldn't leave without letting Ready Rock know what happened, so I stopped in Earthenshire to say a few words before moving on. And now Erenville's nowhere to be seen. Couldn't he wait for a few more moments? So much for giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's catch up. I want to give that smug gleaner a piece of my mind. I worried Wu Clamart would agonize over the loss of her keystone, but it seems I had nothing to be concerned about. Onwards and upwards, then. I'm be real. I understand Gleaner is literally Erenville's, like, profession. He is a black bunny. And you can't use a word that has those letters in that proximity to each other that ends in an ER, man. You just can't. You just can't. Sorry. Can't do it. As I'm sure you've noticed, the air grows thin at this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths. Drink plenty of water. A few more steps and we'll be in Warlar's Echo. I got all the ones here, right? Yeah. I actually mapped this whole place out, except for an area I can't get to until I do all the ether current stuff, quests. But I found all the physical ether currents that are here. And did as much of the map as I could. Phew, I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So this is the place from the Lay of Proof where Papa met with the Wiakoi. Oh, that's a big old boy. And that must be them. I don't think I've ever actually seen one outside of a picture. So it is for most of Tural. The giants rarely visit the lowlands. Here, in their mountain fastness, they tend to the solemn duty they pledged to undertake in the pact with the Dawn Servant. To watch over the Tural Vidral Valley Garmanda, and maintain its prison within their temple. Ah, yes, Wuklamant told us about the Tural Vidral, creatures that live for far longer than normal and awaken to strange powers. Indeed, yet even among those anomalies, Valley Garmanda is unrivaled in strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you learned in the Lay of Ice, it was Galul Jaja who at last managed to imprison the beast, and it has lain dormant in the temple ever since. It's said the building still bears a gaping hole in its ceiling from when Valley Garmanda was lured inside by Galul Jaja's final ploy. I'd like to see the strongest of all Tural Vidral. I wonder what it was like to fight it. Warlar's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and the Lay of Ice took place. Does this not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time? That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flush out Bakul Jaja first so I can beat my keystone out of him. Identifying the Dawn Servant's Elector should be our priority. Send it to you. Okay, hit me in Discord. I suppose we do still have 4 keystones to earn, and no matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. All right, let's seek out the Elector. Then I suggest we pay a visit to Eorzea the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me that High Luminary Gurfulir is to be found there. If we're to ask someone for information, then he seems a wise choice. What up, John? I had a long, tiring week. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, but I had a decent week. Like, my week wasn't bad. It was heavy. So that's why yesterday I was like, nope, I'm taking the day off. I need it. I need it. I'm watching an anime in which the main character is at a magic academy but sucks at practical magic skills, but he has perfect scores on all the book stuff, and the kids bully him by calling him a book learner. And boy, let me tell you that when they say that, I knew as soon as you said book learner. Like, it's It's like Caracal. When you play Baldur's Gate 3 as a tiefling, a lot of the other characters, you can have a nice day off. It's okay, buddy. You work super hard. I appreciate it, John. When you play Baldur's Gate 3 as a tiefling, a lot of NPCs will refer to you as horns. Because tiefling horns. And when I tell you, like, they say horns with a hard R, it's like, fuck. Like, you feel that shit in your spirit every time. You're just like, damn, the fuck did I do to you? Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuklama, third promise of Tuliolal, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. Might I speak with Gurfulir? The High Luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may have her. Oh, we can't see the YouTube messages on the message screen. Horns. No, Ragnarok. Like, horns, like, coming from your head. They literally just look at them and go, horns. So this is weird. So, it does have, it's set to where it's clearly set to show YouTube stuff, but for some reason, it's not, there's nothing I can do. So I guess I'll just have to read out loud what the YouTube commenters say, because the problem is I'm not using Caster Labs. I'm using Streamlabs Direct Chat Client, which is in multi-stream mode, just because, like, Caster Labs just refuses to connect to YouTube, which tells me, okay, the problem is on YouTube's end, and I'm going to have to figure out if it's something on my settings ever since I started doing more stuff on there that I have to correct. I'll figure it out. Huh. That was easier than expected. In we go, then. Okay, we can do that, says Caracal. I played a drow in BG3, and they had some words for me, LOL. God, is that? Yeah, it doesn't matter what you are, someone's gonna be racist to you in BG3. Hi, Valak Armanda. Oh, they have you see him in ice. Straight up FF6 reference. Welcome. For those of you who played Final Fantasy VI, at the very beginning, the Esper that is trapped in ice, that is Valigarmanda. Now, in many, in the first translation we got, it was named Tritok, and so a lot of people associated with that name, but that is Valigarmanda. So... I was reading the reviews from Wukong, and one made me laugh. It said, just a God of War copy, and I was like, best game series ever, nothing wrong with a copy of that. Here's the thing, I've seen some very different takes about Black Myth Wukong, and I will be very, very clear. I do think that people are trying to make a thing of where they're trying to sit here and be like, the reporting from before about the studio having some sexist views and things like that was a hit piece and it's not real, and I'm not going to sit here and say that was true. I know several of the people who... I know one of the journalists who was on it who I can assure you, regardless of whatever else you feel, like, they did their due diligence. They went in there just being honest about what was being reported. They would not put their names on the line just to do a hit piece for clicks. And so it's one of those things where I do feel, even if it may not be perfectly accurate, that the intent was, or they believed what they were putting out there and the intent was accurate, such that, like, okay, maybe there is some sexism or whatever at the dev, and that's going on. So it's a nuanced thing. I also feel like when I'm reading, like, a review of Black Myth Wukong, and it questions the diversity and inclusion in the game, in a game where you're fighting monsters and you're playing a monkey, I'm curious what you actually want to see. Like, genuinely, what do you want to see? If you're talking about, like, in vocal performances, you would like more people, non-white folks, to get voice roles or something. Like, maybe that's it. Okay, but you can't just bullet point it, because you are guaranteeing people are going to get angry at that. Like, you are guaranteeing people are going to get angry because you just bullet pointed that. And it's like, you're playing a monkey. Like, I don't... And so, yeah, the other part of it is what John said, which is that it's like, it's a God of War copy in terms of the controls. And it's like, do you know how many games are God of War copies that are still good? Darksiders literally exists because it is a copy of the original God of War trilogy mixed with Zelda. Like, the first Darksiders game is just, what if God of War and Zelda had a baby? And you know what? It kicks ass. So I'm very confused as to, like, if your point is, it's just a copy and I don't like that, or it's a copy and I don't feel it innovates, okay, that's fine. But, like, you need to give me more, because... honestly, a lot of games at this point copy each other's homework. The issue is if it copies it too much in a way that is problematic, or if what it doesn't copy well, or if what it originally copied was not itself good, etc., etc. Okay. High Luminary Girl Filler? He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zermur. Just 1 second, folks. This is the Sky Ruin. Oh, this is the Sky Ruin, Valley Garmanda? It is the Tural Vidral, whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Valley Garmanda's tempestuous power. When the Sky Ruin descended upon Urkopacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Galul Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. Their titanic battle with Valigarmanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. Oh, we got a whole little rainbow coalition going on here. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the Head of Reason concoct a desperate plan. Galul Jaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Tural Vidral to encase itself in frozen ether. Is that? No. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? That same question looms large in our lives. Never mind. I was wondering if the human in that picture was Galuf, but no. Then I saw the sword. At least I'm assuming Galuf wasn't a swordsman. Could have been, but like the way they've been putting him in the game, I would have assumed they would show him as some variation of mage. Or if they're trying to be accurate to FF5, probably default him to, like, monk. You'll see Galuf eventually. Okay, cool. I assumed I would, but... For the magics sustaining this prison grow weaker with each passing year, Valigarmanda commands powers of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valigarmanda? Setting future worries aside, you are come to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen elector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to scour our forbidding mountains and find the waiting Gurfuller. That is to be your challenge. Ah, so the search itself is the feat. You've already spoken with my brothers, I take it? I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we'd better pick up the pace. Aye, but we'll need a direction to search in first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. Gods, Valigarmanda is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him, but it's incredible he could hold his own against that thing. Should its prison ever fall, though, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day. Do I have any of these? No. As we've just been informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek the High Luminary Gurfuller somewhere upon these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yakhoi from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to defy Gurfuller's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words. Such is my theory, anyway. Let's see what we can discover. I have a sneeze that is just... It is sitting here and refusing to come out, and it's driving me bananas. The High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Now let me ask you a question. That Jabral who came out of the temple earlier, was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Galul Jaja? Seems unimposing. Your face seems unimposing. There. Now what? Now everybody feels bad. Now everybody feels bad. See why we don't use our words so unwillingly? Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve, for one. He affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival, too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you're curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof, to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Right, in case I happen to reach a dungeon, theoretically, maybe, possibly. Maybe. Theoretically. Maybe. Tuliolan. No, you are farther away from that, I think. I'll try to overtake as well to run with you. Fair. As for the Eye Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is warder of the Sky Ruin, but also keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definite location for the High Luminary? That's a no. Also, I got to make, like, my most asshole joke that I make in terms of gamers in Sephi's stream earlier this week, hanging out in chat. As expected, what then of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction? I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfurler is also charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Yakoi sepulchres appear to hold a special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter into their burial grounds? Proof, you say, and I encourage you to visit this place yourself. Then let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfurler there, it will give us the chance to learn more about the Yakoi. The gravesite is somewhere northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a stop, shall we? My most asshole take when it comes to gamers, and gaming, I should say. Obviously, I am racist against capital G gamers as a people. Like, and by capital G gamers, you know what I mean. I'm talking about, you know, the people who view gamer as, like, their actual persona of who they are as a human being. Okay? The ones who get mad to where they write death threats to people and shit like that, like capital G gamers. They're the worst. People who have gamer moments, i.e. slurs. But as far as just, like, are you a gamer? If you want to be a gamer, you're a gamer. Like, that's my feeling at the end of the day. I don't care how many games you play. I don't care what games you play. If you only play mobile games, you are still a gamer. Like, I don't judge people. However, my one most asshole take that I joke about, and it's me being honest, is I remember when they added the original Mother on NES and then Earthbound onto the Nintendo Switch Online, and I joke all the time that I really feel it was for the good of everyone that they added Earthbound to the Nintendo Switch Online, because then a lot of gamers were going to be able to play their favorite RPG of all time for the first time. The others have gone on ahead to Proof, following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we're all moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Aaronville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Like, in stream, what did you say to bug Steph? I said something to bug Sephi? There's a number of things I could have said to bug Steffi. But yeah, that's the joke I always say. As I say, like, I'm really glad that a bunch of gamers are going to be able to play their favorite RPG of all time for the first time. That is not me saying that once they play it, it will become their favorite RPG of all time. That is me being an asshole and pointing out, quite frankly, Earthbound is like the most hipster-ass answer for favorite RPG that people give. A lot of people love to talk about how great Earthbound is and how much they love it, who have either never played it or have played it for a couple of minutes and that's it. Like, they've never left Onet at the beginning. Take a look at this crater. There is no wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. Oh, what instance are you in? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to check. This must be one of the scars left by Valagarmanda's rampage, as told by the saga. The Skyruin's fires are described as eternal, flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it a literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wuklaman. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading the right way. You can confirm by typing /instance. I am in instance area 1. Wuklamat wins again. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gurfurler? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepulchres to those who came in search of him. Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here, in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. That is why we build our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me, even now. Up there stands my own sepulchre. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs, in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the indelible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. Then that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more. This is how they clearly are playing up Wuklamat as the correct winner. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so will I remain in your hearts also. She never demeans any of the people of Tural. She never looks at any of them as weird or wacky or unusual or a problem. She truly and genuinely loves the rich fabric of all the different cultures that make up Tural. And that's literally what a good leader should be.
Hello. A fellow we met at Proof suggested that we come here.
Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chroniclers of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of the murals from generation to generation.
If I had a nickel for every time I've come to a faraway land and had to learn about the past via murals written, done on walls in Final Fantasy XIV, I'd have 2 nickels. Not a lot. Weird it happened twice.
They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history.
Oh, speaking of 2 nickels, weird it happened twice. Can I just say it's awesome that a decade ago, in 2014, Sejun Park won the Pokemon World Championships with a Pachirisu, and now in 2024, Sejun Park is whooping ass at the Pokemon World Championships with a Pachirisu.
They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way.
Please, we would love to hear all about it.
Then I will begin. This first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yakuoi. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Tural under their dominion.
Gave 10 years of prep time. Then he showed up with a fucking terastalizing Pachirisu, like, it's the fucking Kevin James, hands in the pocket. That meme. When you give your opponents 10 years to prep for a Pachirisu strategy, and you come back to start beating ass in Worlds again.
Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition to Tural. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to building a bridge to the northern lands.
Excuse me.
A grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorgor
the Boundless. We still make use of that bridge in Tuliolal for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yakuoi living in Tural. What happened to the ones who went north?
Look upon this next mural and behold the answer.
The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion?
A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Tural those 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease.
Some terrible illness?
No virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For the local Tanawauta and Shetona, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yakuoi who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring.
Holy shit. First of all, this is just what happened when conquistadors came to the New World. But second of all, bitch, you telling me that y'all picked up the cold and it turned into the genophage?
I've heard of this before.
I did too. It's called the genophage. I just said that.
Lacking an inherited resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to diseases a local might shrug off. These events might also have given rise to the practice of cremation, rather than the burial of mortal remains.
This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Orkobacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so hard, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times. Jesus, I'm sorry, folks. When our forebears learned they shared the continent with peoples unalike to us in appearance or custom, they feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet as they fought on and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Tural and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in the place which birthed us. Here, in the stones upon which we recorded our days. Here, in the strengthful life we had traded for conquest and conflict.
When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes.
And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening?
I'm always glad to learn more about my fellow Turali, how you've lived until now, and how you wish to live from now on.
Then I believe you are ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Eorzea.
I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name.
Follow the trail south of here to begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally, we know where we're going. To the top of Eorzea.
Oh, yeah. You're here just in case there's a just in case.
This thin mountain air is going to be the death of me.
Yeah, it's easy for me because I got a motorcycle.
But how long have you been standing there? I was just taking in the scenery is all. Come on, we don't want to fall too far behind Alfino and the others.
Flint, I'm good. Is that like a fucked up looking bomb? Sure is. I'm gonna keep it moving though. If this is a dungeon, they really packed these bitches back to back, didn't they?
You remember how the chronicler was saying that the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace? It occurs to me that if Tural is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard the same lesson. I can only hope that it's made him reconsider his own stance on educating people through war.
God, that is one tall mountain. And we're supposed to climb it?
Yep. Then I expect to walk here unchallenged. Tell me, stunted ones, did those short legs bring you all the way from Tural?
He's speaking the old Yokhui tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
Wow.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit.
Oh, well, that's nice.
You are a claimant in this right of succession.
All right.
That's right.
Then, if you die, Tural loses a potential ruler.
Okay.
That's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokhui we've met.
We do not grovel before Gulul, Jar Jar, like those
Ragnarok, that's exactly it. It's like,
lapdogs.
I'm gonna give you a chance to
My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their
With everything you know about RPGs and JRPGs, have you ever made one of those rank best to worst videos? No, but I can. But like, what specifically you asking me to rank best to worst?
Too, it seems.
Like, rank a series, rank different series against each other?
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the craven. They turn their gaze from our ancestors.
Okay.
From the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years and more. They are unworthy of bearing our legacy. I will reclaim the glory of our people. And our ascension begins with the death of the third promise.
Okay. Now, hear me out.
Stop!
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't want to fight you.
Then die on your knees. Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you? Get down here. Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
And this is where she earns their respect.
That's right.
By showing that regardless of anything else, all Turali are her people, regardless of how they feel about her. Ah, my only two weaknesses, fire and paint!
Why do you help us?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other.
The paint could be flammable.
Before I could learn more about you.
This could be.
To what end?
Could be like spray paint.
That's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to walk Ozormor.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
Then don't.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Then we climb. Gurfurlor is waiting.
Finally! Oh my god. That's been sitting in there for like an hour. Driving me bananas. Yeah, I feel like we're just cranking out dungeons. Like, hold on. Let me see something. Let me go to, like... Here. I mean, I guess? Not really. Mount Gulg was, like, right there at the end. And then Amarat, yeah. Still, I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird. First things first, invite to party. There we go. I guess, yeah. I guess I'm throwing it off because I'm not thinking about how long the last section took. No, no, what? You do like a top 20 list for both good and bad. Like example, Dungeon C3, Siege 3 next to Sea of Stars. You played old ones and new ones, so it would be a cool list. I would have to think of like parameters for it, but it would be absolutely something I'm willing to do. Like I would be willing to do a video where I'm just like, here's my rankings of Final Fantasy games and why I rank them that way. The problem is, I don't know how many people would actually agree, but generally with stuff like that, it's less about why you agree, and it's more about seeing different perspectives and feelings between people, and why they have the perspectives and feelings they do, and how they explain them, right? So for me, like, 2 would probably be the bottom of the list. Like, every so often, I feel like, man, I should go back and play 2. And then I do for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, why the fuck did I put myself through this? Why did I do this to myself? Like, why do I not like myself even slightly? Okay, the reality is I don't ever want to play 2. I like the idea of what 2 could have been, but I never actually like what 2 is. That's the truth of the situation. I think the best thing 2 ever did came in the form of like came in the form of the just chatting for a quick second before I do it. Came in the form of the GBA and PSP remakes. Very specifically, Soul of Chaos. Is it Soul of Chaos?
FF2, Soul of Rebirth. I don't know why I said Soul of Chaos. Soul of Rebirth, which is ironically the best version of FF2 is the one that has the most FF2, but very specifically it is the extra part of FF2. Essentially the way Soul of Chaos works is throughout Final Fantasy II, and this is a spoiler if you've never played it and you want to experience it in your own, but throughout Final Fantasy II, you have 3 characters who are constant. Firion, Maria, and Guy. And then your 4th slot rotates constantly throughout the game. At the very onset of the game, it is Leon. There is an immediate tutorial fight, and then Leon's gone. Then you have multiple different characters filling in for that. Also, one of the first things you experience in the game is you go into a city that is currently under guard by the Empire. You sneak around the guards, and you try to find Scott, a notable figure and prince within the Resistance, and Scott dies right at the beginning of the game. And throughout the game in Final Fantasy II, several other 4th slot characters do end up dying. Soul of Rebirth follows their souls in the afterlife. Minwu, Joseph, Richard, as well as Scott, who form a team, and you have to essentially go through hell and to get them to like a purgatory situation, and then go through a dungeon, and you take on the hell version of the Emperor. Because for those who don't understand, quite literally in Final Fantasy II, you fight the Emperor, the evil Emperor, and you kill the Emperor, and he goes to hell, and then takes over as the Lord of Hell, and then you have to fight him souped up with hell power. That happens. That's a real thing. But Soul of Rebirth is really good. It is just short enough, and all the characters have personality, because the main problem with Final Fantasy II is it was an NES game. You were limited in what you could do for personality. But Firion, Guy, and Maria, because they were constantly involved in everything, never really got characterization. Firion's whole characterization is he is a hero. Maria's whole characterization is she is the girl one. Guy's whole characterization is Guy speak beaver. And then you have the 4th slot characters. And because they're only there for a little bit, each of them, they kind of quickly get personality shoved down your throat, so they have very identifiable personalities. Joseph is big and brash, and he's a good dad. Minwu is very wise and thoughtful, and he's got a very cool persona. He always seems to be a step ahead of what's going on, very knowledgeable about the world. Layla, the pirate queen, is fucking awesome. Okay? There's good shit for all of them. So, you take some of those characters and form a party, and it's like, okay, now we have a party full of interesting people. Let's roll. I'm invested. So, FF2 would be the bottom. I can tell you that right now. It is the worst of them. FF1 would be fairly low, but it would not be worse than 2. 13 would be surprisingly high on a list for me. Well, probably not surprising for me, but surprisingly high on a list, I should say. Like, I would break down why I like the different things I do, what about them stands out, and so on. I know a lot of people would argue about my list, but that's kind of the point, is that's a thing where it's for fun, healthy debate. But I don't expect anyone else to change their opinions on games over me. Rather, these are my opinions on games. I could absolutely do something like that, John. I think that could be a good time. I'll also do a console tier list video, maybe. Because I have some hot takes on consoles. Oh shit, it's Godzilla. Alright.
Let me speed up. Oh, we got a puller, ladies and gentlemen. We got a tank who's a puller. That's a good thing. That is a man who is unafraid. And we've got a healer who is absolutely able to back up that unafraidedness. Okay. Also, on the side, I have been leveling Warrior because it's the only tank I don't have leveled. I just hit 50 in the little bit of time I had before stream started today, which meant I got to put a bunch of stuff into my glamour chest. And so the idea is, like, if I keep leveling it, essentially I can get it to where the only essentially, if I can get Warrior up to 80, the only tank gear I'm gonna need is the 80 and 90 shit. And then if I can get the other tanks besides Paladin to 90, then I can even get rid of the 80 shit. And I'm liking Warrior, let me tell you. It's fun. Now that I've got access to the Warrior move that, like, the end of the combo that allows you to heal, and also the end of the combo that allows you to raise your attack in tandem with Berserk, it's like, oh, buddy, let me tell you, I'm gonna stay alive for a while. I've been watching Steph Curry highlights because the algorithm has been forcing me to since the Olympics men basketball finals, and Gilbert Arenas consistently has some of the worst takes. Which is wild because, like, it's not like the man does not know what it takes to play basketball. But he consistently has some truly, genuinely piss-poor takes. Well, that's adorable, and therefore horrifying. Also, Caracal, did you see that that RG3 got fired by ESPN? And more specifically, did you see the picture that everyone is joking got RG3 fired from ESPN? Damn. I didn't see the pick that got him. No, okay. So the pick didn't actually get him fired. To be clear, that's kind of what makes it funny. It's he posted a picture of him and his wife in Paris, and they were eating a croissant. And, like, it was a truly giant-ass croissant. There's gonna be a safe space. For now. Hey, hey! Figuring out mechanics! Not making my healer's job harder. But he went to Paris. He was obviously in Paris with his wife. And him and his wife were there. And he showed a picture of him eating a truly enormous croissant alongside his wife. And like, he had that croissant. I have no other way to describe it than to say he had that bitch. He was deep throating that enormous croissant. And like he was, the way his hand was, like he was cupping the bottom of it. Like it was a lot. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. And also, everybody was getting on him for his taper. Like, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. It was a bad look. He was Glizzy Goblin Friend. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And it was huge. So it was like he had a whole fucking thing in his mouth with it. And again, like. And it was like he had a sensual look on his face. He had this thing going on underneath it. Like, it was a lot. So when the thing came through, he got fired. It was like a day later. And like, it was just bad timing. But literally, everyone kept posting, oh, that was because of this, right? And it's like, y'all, don't do this to that man. But yeah, he did post the, he did post the how'd you get fired on your day off thing, and I was like, you know, good on him. Oh, this is not, I'm gonna pass because it's not actually an upgrade, and I can't use hats. So, good on him for, like, being a good sport about it, but man, how'd you get fired on your day off? The actual answer is that ESPN was making cuts, and, like, it didn't matter. Like, the people who are sticking around, it's like, you got it, like, Stephen A. Smith, things like that, like, Greeny. Like, the people who they review as irreplaceable, more or less. Kata, seems I've been toying too much with my prey. Bah. That was unintended. You'll have to find another path. Think of it as an added test of your resourcefulness. Greeny is good. No. It's not a shot at Greeny. I'm saying, like, the people who were, like, there were certain people who they would view as untouchable, and no offense to RG3, but he just wasn't that. I think RG3 actually has a very genuine and honest sense of belief in people and things like that. So, like, I actually really thoroughly enjoyed a lot of his takes in terms of, like, the actual sports of it all. He had a lot of faith and belief in new quarterbacks, and I think that's because, like, he's sitting here like, y'all, I actually get it. I've been there. I know what it's like to be the new hotness and not be supported by an organization, and, like, things go wrong and this, that, or the other. Like, so I liked a lot of what he did, but he just wasn't that same level as, you know, Greeny, as Stephen A., as Mad Dog, even, for reasons I'm not perfectly okay with. But Mad Dog is there for the old white people, but it is the fact. Birdie bird. Stephen A is Stephen A. Like him, don't like him, hate him, don't matter. That man's not going anywhere. I'm assuming we all need to take that alongside the crystallized rock. Otherwise, oh God. What in the goddamn hell? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Hey! Oh, this is some fucking geometric bullshit, isn't it? Shit. Oh, come on! Hey.
What up, buddy?
Bed Bath and Beyond. This shit feels like it's just a check. Slowly being covered in crystal. I don't want to be covered in crystal. You get to be the first pirate. But I don't want to be a pirate. Poor Kai is not having a good time here. Hell yeah. Shit. Slither! The problem is that Kai is both not having a good time and is making that not having a good time everyone's problem. Shit. I didn't mean to, Liana. I was trying to go what I thought was the open area, and then I, like, parsed that in so doing, there was also a triangular effect. Or there was also the localized DPS. That was on me. Now I know to look out for that, though. Won't happen again. All right. I got this. Here we go. Okay. Okay. No! And I know I made it worse by running away, but like, I'm literally was trying to run from the person running their AoE circle at me. Okay. Okay. Sticking to y'all, sticking to y'all. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nope. Up. There. Okay. Now I know where it's safe to move out to during that move. Well, semi-safe. As safe as it's gonna be. Like, I'm gonna take a hit, but not a vulnerability-inducing hit. Which is the real key there. Nope. Ah! Slither! Okay. Hey. Hey. No. Okay. We got this now. Not Kai. Kai don't got shit, but we got this now. Okay. 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 I just realized Kai is also a Viper. Why is he never behind them? You do realize positionals are part of the class, right? Shit. Gonna have to take the hit on this one. Kai is here to press buttons. And you know, that's okay. I guess, theoretically. I don't know if it's actually okay, but it's gonna have to be okay for the purpose of this discussion. Alright. Got it. Onion rings. I still feel bad for fucking up Liana there. I straight up murdered her. Liana chasing guy to make the safe spot easier and he can listen. Yeah, but then I ended up killing her because I didn't pay attention to the fact that as those attacks were coming in, I was surrounded by a new AoE unsafe spot. That's on me. But I will learn and I will grow and I will be better. Yo, what's going on? Did we just get too greedy on this pull? Apparently. I wasn't quite paying attention. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be real. I'm completely okay with having dungeons that are willing to do some damage to you, so to speak. What is she doing? He doing? They doing? What are you doing? Okay. I think Kai is a credit card legend. Are you saying Kai bought their way to this expansion? Like they just bought a story skip situation? Yeah. Oh, even more, they have Perfect Legend. They have a T clear. What is a T clear? I'm not saying they paid someone to get that ultimate clear for them because, oh god, the way they're playing, you cannot convince me that they're, oh, T as in like one of the old like ultimate slash savage slash whatever kind of situation. No. The epic event, no. I have seen like videos of how that shit goes down. No. They're playing Viper and they're not using directionals. I don't need you to have an intimate knowledge of the class. Look at me. I'm fucking playing it right now. Hello, you do not need an intimate knowledge to be successful. I at least need you to be able to display to me that you understand some of the moves need to hit from behind and some of the moves need to hit from the fucking side. They're still doing the ha thing. Are they actually taking part in the fight? Oh, are we gonna have to fight Homeboy? It feels like we're about to fight Homeboy. Okay. Cool. Sure. Yeah, Leon. Caracal just said. I mean, a running joke in the FF community is that ultimate clearers are absolute dog shit at this game when they're being observed not doing ultimates.
Prepare to be tested.
Let's do the damn thing.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
An ultimate player wouldn't make me chase them on a stack mechanic. Yeah. Yeah.
Chronicles of it. Return the hunger of roiling water.
I'm assuming we hide. No? We just need to make sure we're far enough up. Okay, and that we don't get caught in the blue. Got it. Okay, easy enough to figure out. Easy enough to figure out.
Chronicles of it. Recount the fury of erupting beings.
Oh, shit. Ow. No! Damn. I didn't pivot fast enough. I didn't realize.
I will take the measure of your resolve.
That wasn't the best I've done. Yeah, where's my... There we go.
Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine.
I'm assuming we want to not touch the balls. Usually how I go through life, if I can be quite frank. There's a lot of me not touching the balls.
Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars. That you should endure my fury.
Okay. Okay.
Chronicles of it. Record the cruelty of merciless storms.
Okay. Okay, I'm assuming keep this going while also accounting for... No! Dang. I'm doing terrible, man. Where's my... There we go. Oh, shit. Yeah! Okay. I was doing really good. I did really good in the first boss fight. I had a major screw up in the second boss fight, and the nature of the screw up caused Liana to die, which caused a wipe. But, you know, if it wasn't for that screw up, I would have been doing good. So I feel like it doesn't mean I'm doing terrible. It just means I can't say I did good. I did okay at best. But really, that screw up was big enough that it was a problem. I am sucking ass in this one, though. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I do not have a defense for how bad I'm doing right now. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Hey! I figured it out eventually. Alright. Player commendation. Well, I guess it goes to the tank, because it's sure not fucking going to Kai. And I can't give it to Liana. So, that makes it easy. Hey! I got the minion! Not too good. You know good and well that I wasn't about to give him a commendation. I just didn't want the other guy to get it mostly. No, totally fair. Listen, I fucked up twice in that fight, and I fucked up once in the other one. But I feel like they were at least what I would call genuine fuck-ups. From not knowing the mechanics.
Very good.
And I didn't die to the same mechanic twice.
I name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen elector of the Dawn Servant.
What up, bro? You big.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
This feels like a cheat version of this is why the NPCs aren't all that big.
Tural expedition, the one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend.
Right, you should have got both the commends there, Liana.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
Like, Jen is like, yeah, you're the one really consistently good teammate I had. And Kai fucking owes you.
Preceding the campaign,
if this was the American healthcare system, Kai would be a credit card legend for sure.
Glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
I prefer shield healers, but I'm not going to run it with Anor while he's doing the story since I want us to be able to clear.
Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
My raid leader wanted me to try White Mage instead of Astrologian raid, and I was like, no.
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Have fun, Kona.
here and now, I think he means.
You know what? Maybe Kona is the rightful king. The rightful Dawn Servant, I should say. And hear me out. With Wu Clement, you know, Alfino was taken, so we had 4 party members. Canonically, if you're just going off of team members who are supposed to be here. Homeboy only ran up on him with 3. Thancred's running tank. Oriange's running healer. That means he's got to be twice the DPS anyone else is.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Three to go.
Yep.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve.
Just to slow you down.
On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat.
That brown liquor.
The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes. It is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
God!
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
This cat ain't in the same physical shape.
Ah, third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Oh, I don't.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
I'll leave and I'll take him with me. Don't fucking tempt me. I'll be like, she's the only one who needs to be here. I'll take care of him.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
He is that well regarded that he has a sepulcher among the Akhoi. Yo, the Dawn Servant kicks ass. But what's good is that every time they show you him, they show you he kicks ass, and also that he is worthy of really liking.
Inscribe the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Okay.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer.
Does this mean he joined Galul Jaja on his travels?
Oh, I assume you'll be hopping off soon, but if you do plan to forge forward, you have 2 more quests until the next big thing. I got like another 45-ish
Seeker of
minutes.
the unknown. How strange to see your name here.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were
So
not
unless they're
yet
like
free,
super long quests, I
but
should be able to
their
hit it.
great deed demanded recognition.
Master of resolve and reason? Champion of peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking.
And through it all, though, it was also the connection to the people.
I can't compete with Zoralja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
What else defines your father aside from strength and knowledge? Let her figure it out.
What else defines him? Oh, of course.
The champion of peace.
Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
They're right there. I do just want to point that out. But you know, you gotta love her.
What in the hells was that?
Okay. I have an idea of what the big thing might be. I think the big thing is
You must
Valigarmanda.
return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
Who could have seen that coming?
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
I wasn't sure. I was presuming, like, I knew we would have to fight it at some point. I just didn't know if we'd have to fight it first.
Is free.
We need to get back there. Now!
Because they did so much building up of how big it was. But to be fair, we did take down fucking what's his ass first in Endwalker, so.
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
I bet it was Alfie gathered too much firewood. Yep, that's probably what did it. We're just gonna do the fast way. Again, here comes another. I caught that one, though. Good, you're back. There's much I would explain, but by the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there were already fallen giants everywhere. Right now, everyone is preoccupied with treating the wounded. Pray catch your breath, and then lend a hand where you can. Going with corpse blue. Maybe? Thankfully, we're still in a team, at least. You may now enter a war core Zormor with a party of NPCs. Cool. If you are ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to these people's hurts. I want this mount so freaking bad. Just because, like, my name is Anoriand Bonanza. I feel like I should have the FFT mount. I know I gotta do Boja. About 8:30? Why? Vaguely. You guys eat without me if that's what it's about. Everything was bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Mother.
Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony. Yet I will leave. Leave me. There are others more in need of more dire help. My wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat. It's as if all the moisture has left my body.
What was his name? Hold on. Shit. Zodiark. I've done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert, then? That is well. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Volpolo, I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to find Wolar's echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valagarmanda had broken free. Thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the Temple Guard and see what's become of the Sky Ruins prison. Oh man, now it's getting bad. God dang it. I don't know what's causing this. Now my sinuses are angry.
The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within.
But I know there's a big thing coming and I want to get to the big thing.
What happened?
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
Cool, Jaja. The hell? He's the only one left.
Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh. And here we have the mighty Valagarmanda.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror.
Right.
stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
What is your actual goal here?
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Gulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
But why, man? Like, to what end?
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror.
Really trying to figure out how they could possibly fucking grow on me. They're doing a lot of damage to that idea right now. Personally, I think the scene in general is why I don't ultimately like him, although I get why those who do like him like him.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Yeah, that's... I don't...
Wreak havoc, Valigarbanda. Live up to your legend.
But how does this lead to the throne? Is the idea that Valigarmanda is going to wreak havoc and then you will turn around and take care of him afterwards? And it's like, we can unleash him, but we're also the only ones who can put him back. Like, is that...
A messenger to Tural has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
So, what's the plan?
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler.
100%.
So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession.
Girl. We're in this shit for the long haul. Try again.
For Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
As if you had to ask.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Plus, fighting giant elemental beings
Dear
is
comrades,
kind
now,
of
eh?
our thing.
I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
So what is he actually going to do?
If you're resolved to slay Valigarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Aaronville's like, the fuck am I going to do? I guess just follow the path of flaming destruction?
Inform the Pelu of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Okay. Come on, come on. Alright, so what's the plan here? So, Erenville, any ideas on how we can track Valigarmanda? The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Skyruin's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Tural Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. A floating hand? Now's not the time to be playing with toys. This is no toy. It's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. And you've had that in your pack this whole time? I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jar cast spells which quickened its fire-respected ether. And the residents here were uniformly affected by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that, upon breaking free, Valigarmanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain. Fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its flaws. As we were not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire-aspected ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Anoriand, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Skyruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information can be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yakui. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, it sounds like we all have work to do. Alright, let's do it.
So I'm guessing we have a quest with Erenville of go find shit, and then we have a quest of go punch shit. And by shit, I mean Valagarmanda. In both cases. We should be on our way as well. Yeah! Getting 1,000,000 XP for a single quest, like... Whew. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. I should have gone with Fenrir, SDS Fenrir, but... It is a tick faster than any other mount I have right now. Just a tick, but a tick nonetheless. Right, the Seeker is ready to go. Warlar's Echo is still suffused with the Sky Ruins into residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, Erenville will accompany you. Follow the Ether Seeker without falling behind. If you leave Erenville for any reason or lose sight of the Ether Seeker, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Ah! Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. It's gonna take us over to that elemental, isn't it? Yep. Beep, source of fire-aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. I got you. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought, I was like, are we just gonna get into it cutscene style? No. I've got sustain at my back! There we go. Hey, come on, Erenville. Unnecessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Seeking near a source of ether. Also, can we discuss that it seems Beau DeMayo might be a terrible person, but he spent all this time basically going over and over and over and over about how Disney is the real source of despicableness, and that's why he was kicked off of the X-Men 97 team, and this, that, or the other before it went live, and then it turns out he may just be an asshole, and so everyone keeps just bringing up the Key and Peele Office gay guy sketch, and it's just perfect. Frightening enough, but again, not what we were looking for. If you would be so kind. Oh, I'm not being persecuted. I'm just an asshole. My thanks. I'd asked if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to... I want it! Seeker, resume tracking, and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. That's so freaking cool. I'm also jealous of the Typhon mount, I'm not gonna lie. Endwalker Gathering Society quest. Gotcha. I'm just gonna have to start doing more of that shit. Oh, hey. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Well, you're not wrong. It's the Omicron. Right. Ah, another remnant of Valley Garmanda's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. In the words of Tutulialo's saga, when Valley Garmanda rages out of control, its fires burns forever, its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Ruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see such fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. I saved up quite a while for it, mostly just doing Fashion Report every week, since Kyoko Star puts out a guide every Friday. Oh shit, then I'll try and do that. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valley Garmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valley Garmanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Sample accepted. Engaging pursuit mode. Whoa. Oh, I see. I just gotta go there. I was like, where'd it go? It's not here. It's somewhere else. That's fine. One's not zero. Tuladile. I just wanted to say its name. You know why? Mainly because it's not a shark. Good. The Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Ruin's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Tural Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. Okay. And we're going back up there. I gotta be real, because I brought up earlier how I want to play Shovel Knight before the end of the year. There are a couple retro games that I really want to play, and I gotta decide, like, if I want to stream them, or if I want to, like, play them on the side, and, like, maybe, like, let's play them or something. I don't know. I gotta decide. But a retro game, and then a couple of retro games, and then even, like, a ROM hack. Shovel Knight's not really a retro game, but I want to play it. And that one I will stream, because literally, like, I could play, like, each one stream, if I'm really good and focused, I can beat a campaign in that game. Worst case, it would be 2 streams per campaign, so that would take me, like, 8 streams. And I don't even know if it would take that long. I think we'd notice if Valley Garmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through the other side. So your Soul Blaze, you do Illusion of Gaia. I've considered Illusion of Gaia, for sure. That's actually on the list of ones I want to do. Because I've played it, but I've never actually beaten it. But I have played it. And I would like to do it. But the ones I want to do for sure, in addition to that, it's Shovel Knight, as I said, which I will be streaming. And then the others are, I want to play Super Widget for the Super Nintendo again. I don't know if anyone gives a shit, but I do. I loved Widget the cartoon as a kid, and so I want to do Super Widget on the Super Nintendo.
Trail ends here, it seems.
I want to play Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars
shifted its elemental
for
aspect.
Game Boy Advance.
It does have 3 to choose from, after all.
Because I think it is one of the best strategy
In any
RPGs
case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction
on
of
the
Warcore
GBA
Raptor.
in general, and one of the just a really fucking good strategy RPG. And so few people have played it. Like, Zone of the Enders has such good world building that it just, you drag and drop and it just fit right in with a strategy RPG. And then, I want to play FF7, OG FF7, but specifically I want to play the new threat mod. I think that would be very fun.
They could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Varigarmanda?
Warcore Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
That makes sense.
So Varigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Also, if
you
we,
better not
with
give
Fist
it
of
the
Mars,
chance.
I can show y'all my girl
Stop.
Justine. Justine's not a character. Justine's a robot.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
There's a couple of robots that you from the team
Sorry,
you join that are similarly
not our
built
intention to
but
trespass.
slightly differently equipped. There's the Caliburnus, which
But you
uses like
must understand,
explosives and
That's
like
where Varigarmanda has gone.
ranged like explosive type moves like grenades and shit.
If we don't slay it
There's
now,
the Drazen,
it
which
will
has a
slaughter
long-range
countless
sniper, and then
citizens.
there's just Justine
Just like in the
that
old
has a
days,
leg.
I beg you, permit us to enter.
I'm not kidding about that. It has a leg. Like it has a handgun for ranged attacks, but its specialty is that it can kick the fuck out of people.
Is incapable of defeating Varigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warcore Lardor, or you are fools.
Then we're fools, but we have to do it.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Varigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Actually, 8. I guess Aaronville doesn't count, but like 8.
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
What about 9?
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
To no point.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vitral my father was unable to kill.
I'm curious if Aaronville will
Both my
factor into
brothers here.
Beastmaster.
This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliolal nation.
Doesn't matter.
I'd hardly call them our own people.
What What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
Okay. Not where I expected this to go, but I'm okay with it.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
So this is what happens when you give a shit about people.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid.
I don't think this is even close to repaying the debt, but sure, sure, pal.
Do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
I'm fucking with it, y'all. I am with it, y'all.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
So this is Bakul Jaja's goal. Delay all three of the others
and its
while
people, the bricks
moving
with which
forward.
it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyolal becomes.
Pragmatic, but still important.
Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
That's a harsh way to put that shit.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Hell yeah, we are. All right, let's do the damn thing. During this quest, and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake the trial with a party of NPC companions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Okay. I'm curious. Whose role is different than usual? I'm not going to do that, but I am curious to see how it plays out with them. With a party of other players. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. The dark inside. Yeah, it is Zodiark. I was saying, like, I was, like, acting like I was surprised. Like, yeah, it's kind of surprising that we're facing Valigarmanda right off rip, given they built it up as being so powerful so early. But then I was like, to be fair, Endwalker opened with, hey, what if you fucking fought Zodiark in terms of, trials? So, Maybe it's just on me for not expecting that they're willing to throw shit at us from jump. Veligarmanda! Let's do it. Let's do it. Is really the only spot Veligarmanda makes sense in the story. Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, as you'll see. But what I'm saying is I figured they would have, like, established Veligarmanda as a present threat and then, like, moved on and, like, just, and then for some reason brought us back here. Kind of thing. I don't know why I expected that, but I expected that. Tural Vidral, Veligarmanda. That's a big fucking bird snake. Okay. Let's do the damn thing. Bam. Get it as close to the side as I can. And now, no more playing around with that because I do not know the mechanics. But I was trying to maximize my damage if I could. Oh shit. Okay. No! Damn. Okay. Shit. I didn't move fast enough. Okay. Okay, we're not doing that bad. Oh, it's using a move called Sky Ruin, and I don't like that even a little bit. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh. That, what's going on here? Hey! Nice. Got it. Damn. Shit. Okay. Oh, fuck. No, let me get over to everyone else. Damn. I tried going where everyone else was. I thought it would save me. I was wrong. No position. Yeah. Yeah, I have figured that part of it out. Nah. Hell yeah. This is a fight where it's just figure out surviving. Ow! Oh, this is ice section, obviously. But I'm sticking with the group until I see a reason from the southeast. Where the fuck is the southeast? Okay. Ow. Oh no. Yeah. Figured that shit out in time. Check me out. I'm like Discount Mechanics Warehouse over here. Today we shall see the fall of the Tural Vidral. Shit. Ow. Ow. Oh shit. Shit! Shit! Damn. It's my fault. My fault. Damn, we didn't even get it to half health. Contact got hands. Okay. Okay, we got one of those in the party. All right. If I remember correctly, next was move back a little bit. I thought the next one was going to be the one where we go over to the corners. I was one early on that. Okay. I'm trying to remember the things as they came through. If I'm correct, next it'll be still normal. Sky Ruin, okay. This is where it shifted over to the one where we have to be floating to avoid the first attacks. Oh, they went straight to ice, okay. 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 Shit! Got caught by that one. It's fine. It's fine. Arcane Circle of Ice. Okay. Damn. I gotta figure out being better at this. I just gotta figure it out. Okay. Either this puts us back in the one that I know what to do. Where it's the float. Okay, cool. Okay. Get down before it's an issue. Okay, now lightning bolts, and we gotta look out for... those, okay. Thunder. Yep. I was going there. Well. Okay, boom. Shit. I gotta join in over here. Get in here. No! Why would you run off? Christ almighty. We're done. I'm having a great time. I'm having a superb time, y'all, let me tell you. Okay. All right, let's do this. All right. Ready. Let's go. Let's do the damn thing. Okay. Okay. This going. Hits inside. Boom. Now he's got one more hit inside, if I remember correct. Okay. And then... Ah! I fucked up and accidentally hit my second wind instead of my sprint, but it's fine. Nothing we can't get over. Okay. All right. Honestly. Yep, coming up here off rip, because that's going to be what it is. Now coming here. Okay. Okay. Now summon arcane circles of lightning. Cool. Get over here. Cool. Gotcha. We got this. Easy mode through that phase. Still don't really know what I'm doing in the ice phase, but fuck it, we ball. Okay. At least the healer shut up. Oh, I didn't see if the healer said anything. Oh, that's right. They said the tanks don't forget to use mitigation thing, which, like, I feel like our tanks are probably using mitigation. Like, the issue is we're not unified in mechanics, man. I figured it out! Shit. Oh, now I'm dangerous. Now I'm dangerous. Woke up feeling dangerous, like my name was Baker Mayfield. And then I stood right in front of that shit. In my defense, it was because I got distracted. Okay. Ha! Thread the needle! Okay. made it! Now I can get back to the actual fight. Finally. God, I hope that that's like the worst part of this fight, please. I know there's gotta be another Sky Ruin phase involving fire, but as long as that's manageable, I think we'll be okay. Like, they put a bunch of fire emphasis on shit going on, so obviously they're gonna make us deal with that. Oh, hell. Shit. Shit. Why was it targeting me? What the fuck did I do? Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Step back because I do not know. Okay. If the phase is... Oh, shit! Woo! That was skin of my teeth, not even gonna lie. But it still counts. Okay. Okay. Oh, hell. There we go. Okay. All right. Is there going to be a final ice phase? Shit. Oh, hell. No! I just walked straight into that shit. I knew it was there. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know what to do during this phase. We're fine. Wait, got it coming. Cool. We gotta go this way. Shit! Damn. But it's okay, because I'm not in range. So if I can do... second win? Okay. Oh my god. It's just non-stop. I am assuming... Oh, well, it's okay, because I didn't get hit by the... Damn it! I was so close to not wiping this whole fight. So close! Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. My first time, and this fight clearly got hands. Okay. World Swallower! so close. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's do it! Ah! Woo! God damn. That was a... That might have been the hardest, like, normal, just MSQ raid I've been a part of. God damn. Liana, you the real MVP. I hope you got a lot of commendations for finally saying, hey, can we set a goddamn order? Good. Thank God. Thank God. I'm glad everyone paid attention.
Did it. We slew Valigarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage.
I don't think anyone commended the other. Right? No. Something about this content is easy. We don't need to set an order. Just wing it. Ma'am, we just died.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father.
Why?
The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
I'm sure you'll surpass him one day.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
Probably.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Oh god, that's gotta be the fucking worst. Like, even beyond the fact that Sarelja's an asshole, he also just doesn't seem like a good hang. Like, even at his worst, Emmett Selk was an asshole, but he would have been a good hang. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Sarelja came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Sarelja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Sarelja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Urkopacha at risk. There would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. Okay. I would say that this is a good stopping point, personally. We did a dungeon, we did a raid, we had a good time, we had some laughs, we had some jokes. I died a couple times. I'd say this was good. So like I said, normally, you all know I do Saturday and Sunday. However, in this case, I was not able to do Saturday because it was a thing. So obviously I did today. I'll be back Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, we're going to do like a impromptu stream, and we will continue from where we are now. I will probably set it to around 5 p.m. Eastern, but I will let you know as we get closer. I might actually set it a little earlier because there is no school that day. It will be a situation where because I can probably get home earlier, so I could probably start it a little earlier, which would be a little beneficial for me. So I will decide on the exact time when. Before then, I'm going to talk some things out and let you all know. But as of right now, assume 5. I might start at 4 p.m. my time, which would be 1 p.m. for you Pacific folks. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say the usual thing, but I am going to raid us over to Sephi. And then I'm going to head over. For those of you who are on the Twitch side of things. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Till next time. I'll catch you later, fam. All right.